Hey folks, and welcome back to Batman Arkham Origins with me, Beanie81. If you've watched last episode, you'll know that this isn't going to be a live commentary, unfortunately. I did mess up the commentary recording for this batch of episodes. However, on the good news is that this is the last episode where this should be, in which I'll be using a non-live commentary, hopefully. This episode we're going to go check out the GCPD and attempt to get into their database in order to help us try and find out who killed the Black Mask, or what at least seems to be the Black Mask. And this is the first kind of these guys I've just come across. The one, well, we'll finish them off with a nice crotch punch there, but hey, they're easy enough to take down using the stun attack and then the double dodge. Anyhow, I think the first thing we're doing is heading back to the Batcave, if I'm right. Just gonna have a bit of a fly around here before I figure out how to do that. I think actually, have I found something? Yeah, here we go. I think I just kind of stumbled across that whilst I was trying to find my way to the Batcave. I think I'm following the exclamation mark on the map and not realising how far out in the water it is. But anyway, I'll check it in a minute. I'll check the map in a minute. There we go. And this is where it strikes me to check my map. Alright. Okay. Need to go to the Batcave. I apologise if this commentary is a bit lacking today, by the way, folks. This is the third time I've tried to record this, including the one that I lost whilst playing it. I've just messed up another recording of it. I got full way through this episode and realised that I had my Movie Maker set to record out of my speakers and not my headset, so yet another newbie YouTube mistake there. Just checking out which costumes I've got, but I've only got the one right now. But I promise, I'm glad I'm making these mistakes. It means I will learn, and in future my videos will be better quality for it, and I'll make, well, you'd think I'd make a lot less mistakes. So hopefully, having these three episodes being a bit lesser quality commentary-wise,
Sir, a moment
will
of your
mean
time.
What do you
that
want?
There's something about this Enigma fellow that doesn't
so
sit
listen to
right with
Alfred,
me.
and I'll carry on.
Unfettered access to resources, an extensive network spread across the city. Whoever he is, the man has connections and capital.
We can use that to our advantage. If he's buying things in bulk or using lots of power, we could track him.
Perhaps, but he's also clearly a technical wizard. He's likely covered his tracks.
Keep searching. He only has to slip up.
I think Alfred could also be describing Batman
Certainly,
and
sir.
all that. Lots of resources, network across the entire city, technical wizard. I think probably Enigma's a bit more of a technical wizard than Bats, but anyhow. Oh, that's pretty cool. I've just noticed that gadget on the table. It's an unfinished version of a gadget that you get in Arkham Asylum. That's really cool. But anyway, yeah, sorry, I was saying before I started the dialogue with Alfred that because I'm making these mistakes for my videos, I can only get better, and I promise I will learn from my mistakes. So I will, hopefully, this will be the last time you see a non-live commentary. I'm sure there's other ways I can mess up and cause myself to have to go over this, but I'm an optimist. Hopefully we won't see them again, or won't hear them again. Anyhow, let's head off then. I think before we go to the GCPD, we're actually going to check out one of the network relays that the Enigma has blocked, opening up another fast travel point for us. Gliding down into Coventry. This way. I think this factory we're flying over is the one that the Joker takes over in Arkham City, isn't it? similar. You know, I was just about to say something, and then I realised how dumb it sounds. Although I don't know if it is dumb. I was about to say that Gotham City is a very gothic city, but I didn't realise. Is that? I wonder if that's kind of part of the pun of the name, the fact that it has the word goth in it. But it really suits it if it doesn't. I'd never thought about that before, actually. But yeah, I really hope that was kind of part of the design of the name, because that really works. I'd never thought of it. Well, yeah, I was just noticing the kind of gargoyles and angel statues and stuff, and it really does give it a huge, hugely gothic appearance, which is pretty in its own way. There we go. First bit, first bit of proper combat for the episode. I know we had that meeting with the Shield guy, but unless that Shield guy happens to be Captain America, I don't think one person makes a fight under that description. And here we go. Such a streamlined combat system, though. I do love it. I think the only thing I could really relate it to is the combat system in Assassin's Creed. Another brilliant series. Not one that I'm hugely in love with, I'll admit. Not so much as I love these Batman games and the Final Fantasy games, the Halo games, and stuff like that. But I do enjoy the Assassin's Creed series.
But we can attempt them when you're finished. Assuming you can finish.
Okay, and now I know this. I've already had to sit through this once. It's so cringeworthy what comes for the next few minutes. I gotta say, it's. I should probably trim it out, but I'm not confident enough in my movie editing abilities yet to do that without completely fucking up something like the audio or something like that. I'll probably manage to trim the image and such, but keep the audio from the file. Knowing me, so let's just do it the safe way, and I'll attempt to entertain you through my completely cringeworthy attempts to get into this place.
Understood. Thanks.
Just watching it back, it's so horrible rewatching yourself. Like, I didn't realise. I really have a lot of respect for Let's Players who've been at this for years and stuff, because I didn't realise how hard it is to watch yourself play a game. I mean, you just... It becomes a matter of just nitpicking at everything and seeing, like, you become overly conscious about every little thing you do wrong. And even though, I mean, I'm only lost for about 2-3 minutes here, but it feels like such a long time. It feels like I'm doing this for an hour, especially when I know I'm going to be uploading this on YouTube. I become very self-aware, well, not self-conscious. But anyhow, we'll keep it. I think we're going to check down the bottom now to see if we found a way in. The worst thing is, I passed the way in, like, on the first 10 seconds of actually looking for the way in. I passed it, and I'm just so... I think I'm about to re-find it now. Here we go. I've noticed something yellow. There we go. There's a window. Now, I'm now going to spend a good minute or so trying to get in this window, because I'll admit, I'm not fully blaming myself there. I do think that you should be able to jump that, surely. But admittedly, if Einstein was here, he'd be calling me insane, because I do try the same thing over and over and expect a different result. However, it will eventually occur to me that... Come on. No. Well, the way in will eventually occur. I really wasn't kidding when I was saying this a minute, was I? This is so cringeworthy, and apparently punching the wall will not help. However, now I've noticed that. So, why not put the remote claw to work? Or the death claw, as I like to call it, being from Death Strike. There we go. But don't worry folks, the cringeworthy moments are not over. Not yet. And there we go. Although, don't get me wrong, I don't think they're going to be over for the entirety of this episode. I don't know if it was just the fact that I was getting towards the end of a batch session here, but the gameplay ability of this this episode is just terrible. I will freely admit that. That's why I'm not going to say that I'm the best gamer out there. I play it for the fun of it, the story of it, the characters, but you know,
mistakes, Batman. Like
even for me, some of my ability here is terrible.
Boy, you sure showed that Kratos who's in charge.
I do like Enigma here. He's a bit cheeky, so to speak. Okay.
How pedestrian. Try and put some effort into it at least.
And I think this is the relay station, the network relay, that we've got to rehack.
Another day, another door. They're just no match for you.
Yeah, I'm doorman. I can take out every door. Stopped you.
Watching you figure that one out was a real treat. I'll make sure the next one is even more provocative.
This isn't a game, Enigma.
Oh, but it is. And one you're more than welcome to stop playing. Now you need to stop interfering with my work. Tackling these towers is one thing, but my handlers, my data, my network relays, those aren't meant for you, so back off!
I don't think that's going to happen somehow. Especially since I enjoyed taking down the Riddler so much so in the first two games. I would say the one thing that's disappointed me so far about this game, and I don't know if it's just I'm too early and they've not appeared yet, but the other two had actual riddles for you to solve. Like, he'd get a riddle and then he'd have to scan something. I know one of the riddles in the first game was, do you get the point, or something like that, and you had to scan a picture of a guy called Sharp, because point, Sharp, all that. That's really satisfying, especially when most of the riddles are kind of related to different characters and stuff. And we're going to start a bit of Predator action here. Completely changed topic there, but I love these parts of the game. They require a lot more patience than I really give them, though, I'll admit. I'm not doing too bad here, but if you're doing it properly, you just sit around and watch the patrol routes and then make a plan out of it. But, or at the very least, just at least look around before you take them. I mean, I think I went for that first guy and the second guy without even checking the two at the far side there. Either of those two could have been watching me, for all I knew. Or the three, sorry. Okay, I think I'm going to take this guy on the left here. Should be able to do that fairly easily. Glide down, get behind him. Okay, there's 4 guys left. This should be a breeze, you think. Especially with them being so far separated there. Okay. This one's down. 3 left. Now, you'd think I wouldn't be able to mess this up. It looks so simple. Wait for that guy on the right to come back round and patrol the blind side of the building. Then get the guy that's further away from the door over there. He should be a fairly easy target. And then the one at the door should become child's play. However, you watch, folks. May as well have walked up and waved at the guy. At least I have smoke pellets. You notice my health's quite drastically low there as well. I think if I'd been hung around much longer, I'd have been toast. Then they see me again. Okay. And these police are armed with frag grenades. Flash grenades I understand. Frag grenades seem over the top for policemen. I gotta say. Those guys had better be nervous. But I think they're separated enough that this idiot walking off alone should be easy pickings. Yep, he be down. Great. So now, I figure, why not give those two guys a break? They know I'm there, so let's go and stop a crime in progress. Which seems to be a load of cops. Is it just me, or did they look like they were in jumpsuits, like prison jumpsuits there before, for a few seconds before we actually started the fight? What do you boy? It looks like they were beating up on that guy. They're not just. I don't know. That almost looked like Bats came down and just started a fight with these guys for no reason. I mean, he does that with some of the criminals around the city, but that makes a somewhat amount of sense. I mean, they're criminals. They usually deserve it. These guys, at least at first, didn't look like they were doing anything wrong to me. I mean, I just thought I was beating on them for the hell of it. And yet I carried on. So what's that say about me? I don't know, folks. Got another combat armor upgrade for leveling up. It's going to be a lot harder for anybody to take me out in melee now. However, I'm sure I'll still manage to mess it up somehow. Boss fights especially. Okay, two guys left. And they've just found the second guy I took down. So, rush onto the helipad. And whilst your buddy's back's turned and he's examining the body, we'll take this guy down. Bit of a twitch. This guy. It's really a bit of a twitch. These ragdoll physics are getting a bit odd currently. Okay, now we're in the GCPD. If you remember, we've got to try and do this quietly, without being seen. I don't really think admittedly, I don't know if it's just my own ability not seeing this, or if it's that the game doesn't really give you the opportunity to do this. I suppose you do it somewhat stealthily, but I was expecting this to be a full, hardcore, you cannot be seen mission. Like, if you're seen, mission failed. And I was really excited for that. I like those kind of missions. I think they're really fun. It's not so much, and I mean, this ain't the best start for that kind of thing anyhow, is it? Blowing up a wall.
Yeah, probably another water pipe bursting. Love to go take a look, but you know.
That was a hell of a burst pipe. That's the amount of noise made.
This won't be easy, but if I'm going to access the National Criminal Database and find out what happened at Lacey Towers, I need to find the server room without being discovered.
Okay. One thing I do like about this place, and you'll see it very shortly, is that there's a lot of kind of miniature scenes that happen throughout it. I think this is the first one coming up. Or actually it started now, that said. You can hear Gordon talking in the background. Or at least read the subtitles there. But, there we go.
They're among the most dangerous criminals on record. Period. After interrogating Waylon Jones, we've learned that they're all competing for a huge bounty, which Black Mask has offered for the head of the Bat.
Where do I sign up?
I thought he was a ghost. All right, cut the chatter, people. Our goal is to ensure order in this city. So our #1 priority becomes bringing in the Bat before these assassins get to her. Now, the closer it gets to morning, the more desperate the assassins will grow. And if he's still out there, the more damage they'll cause to the city as they try to find or attract him. All right, dismissed.
So what have we got currently? We've got 8 assassins who are trying to kill me, or kill bats. The whole police force is attempting to arrest me now. Like, their main priority is to arrest Batman now, ain't it? And... oh, I forgot about that. Punched him so hard he bounced several feet into the air.
And they're in my way.
I wish you'd think twice about that approach, sir. You never know when you might need their help. At any rate, your objective is the GCPD server room. I've marked it on your map.
But yeah, we've got the assassins, we've got the cops, and we've got whoever killed the Black Mask. And are we done with Penguin now? Yeah, I think we've got all the information we need out of Penguin. So we've got the 3 problems, which technically I'd call them more than 3 problems, considering 8 supervillain assassins, a whole police department, and well, I still I don't know who killed the Black Mask. I'm going to guess that it has something to do. Well, we know it has something to do with the Joker, but I've got a feeling it's going to be a case of like this is a guess. I've not read anything about the game, and I'm purposely keeping myself unaware of futures. I don't want to spoil things myself, but I'm kind of guessing. I'm kind of hoping that the Joker has killed the Black Mask and taken his place, because that could make for interest. Although at the same time, that means that yet again the main villain for the game is Joker, which is great and all. He's a great supervillain. He's a really good supervillain. In fact, I'd argue he's one of the best. But this is a great game series, and it'd be better if they weren't using the same main villain each time. You know, that it's like Marvel nowadays. They've got so much going into Wolverine and Spider-Man, so much so that they're even ruining old comic book stories by like, take the new X-Men film for example. It's an old comic book story based around Kitty Pryde, a really brilliant member of the X-Men in a heyday, and they've changed it so that it's now Wolverine, and that it's just not the same for me. They're completely different characters. It's going to completely change the story. I mean, I've not seen it, I can't judge it. This is completely off topic for the Let's Play commentary, but hey, I wanted to have a bit of a moan. I'm British. And for those of you who aren't aware, that me being British wasn't an excuse, it was a reason. If you didn't know, we're proper moaners. We could do it as an Olympic sport and get gold medal each time. Although, not sure if it's being British actually or just being human. But anyhow, let's another cringeworthy scene here with me trying to find my way out of this room. Batman foiled by 2 locked doors. And we'll check that. It looks like the police are beating on some guys. Door is locked. What are these wanted posters? That's the calendar man. Don't know who that is. Don't know who those are. I think that's Cobra Head, or this Copperhead at the top there, wasn't it? And it might have been Deathstrike at the bottom, actually, now I think about it. I think it's basically just all the supervillains that are kind of going to be appearing. A bit of foreshadowing, and, well, it's not really foreshadowing when it's already told you about the main 8 supervillains, is it?
I can use Deathstroke's remote claw to pass above their heads undetected.
Alright, listen up. While you jokers were playing cleanup crew at Blackgate, I was making us some money. I worked out a deal with our pal Black Mask. If any of us can kill the Bat before the assassins get to him, we get the bounty. All $50 million. For those of you who ain't...
I really messed that up there. I'm just glad that none of the police below noticed that wire falling down.
Let's take him down then. Yeah, what are we waiting for?
Enough! We only get one night to get this done. So whatever they put you on tonight, I want you to blow it off. Finding and killing the Bat is your #1 priority. That clear?
Yes, sir. All clear. Clear as day, sir. You got it. Sir, yes, sir.
Questions? Shout them out.
How are we gonna keep this from Gordon and the rest of the force?
Okay, so 8 assassins trying to kill me. The entire GCPD attempting to take me in. The entire SWAT team attempting to kill me. And whoever killed Black Mask causing trouble. Or who possibly killed Black Mask. I really want to... I'm so annoyed that I can only really do this 1 hour and a half at a time. I mean, I know there's not really enough of you, I'm not getting the comments. I could do this if I wanted to, I could just record it all now and just release it bit by bit. But I'm trying to get into the habit of only kind of recording a week ahead of time so that I can listen to comments and stuff, because once you guys once I get this channel gets to the point where you guys are talking to me and stuff through the comments and that, I'd like to be able to listen to you and have that show in the future gameplay videos, future Let's Play recordings. So yeah, I'm trying to get into the habit now. Check out this character profile. Halfway through attempting to open the door. That's the guy who was speaking. The leader of the SWAT, of the Gotham City SWAT. Extorts and intimidates criminals and innocents. Bit of a dick, basically. Should be able to open this using the cryptographic sequencer. Dum-de-dum. Serve, protect. Something that the Gotham Police don't seem to be doing at as their main priority.
We can't find dirt. We make our own. What if Captain Gordon allowed all the perps in the holding cells to go free?
What was that?
Little prison
Oh.
riot, right here in GCPD. Makes him look like he doesn't have control, right?
Like it. How do we make it happen?
A couple more corrupt cops. Let's bang their heads together. That'll help matters. No, seriously, it will help matters. Corrupt cops are dicks. As if that wasn't a obvious statement. I like the fact that I'm kind of doing a fight in two opposite parts of the room there.
Reminder to all units, will be accepting donations and cards for Commissioner Loeb's family in the break room. Please come by and pay your respects.
Okay,
What does this
got another
disruptor
mini
of
scene here.
yours do?
Little bit of this, little bit of that. Mostly, though, it does a whole lot of none of your damn business.
Oh, you want to play it like that? All right. Maybe I'll have the guys over at Evidence Lockup take a look. They can get kind of rough, though. Hope it's not fragile.
You want to play hardball, buddy? How's about I tell my cousin at the Gazette about the payments you boys been extorting from Penguin and the like?
Scum like you's got a cousin at the Gazette. You expect me to believe that?
Don't see you calling Evidence Lockup, now do I? You cops are all the same. You ain't getting nothing out of me.
Like I said, I got all night.
No, you don't.
Not you again.
Sorry if I'm dragging things on, like listening to all those stuff about. I find it really, really good. I think it's one of the greatest things about this this series. The fact that you've kind of got these mini conversations and stuff.
Dropping me off that rooftop, buddy.
No, you have to answer to me. How does this disruptor work?
Ask one of the pigs. They got it in Evidence Lockup.
How about we take a little walk up to the roof?
Okay, you win. It jams weapons, overrides electronic locks, all right? Now you gotta let me go!
How'd that work out for you last time?
Right. Looks like we're going to be scavenging another gadget from the villains of this game. We've already got the Deathclaw. At least that's what I'm calling it. I know it's called the you know what, I can't remember what it's actually called, but screw it, it's going to be called Deathclaw anyhow, because you know, there's Bat Gadgets, now there's Deathclaw, and this will probably have to be the Penguin Scrambler or something, I don't know. That one's not got quite as much of a ring to it. Bonk. And the armor guy is down. That'll make the rest of this fight a lot easier. Ow. He says as he gets hit several times. Bang!
This unit's in trouble!
Ooh. Another one down. That doesn't seem physically possible, I gotta say.
Think you can take all of us?
Oh well. Took a few hits there. Well, I'm really getting... I think it must be because of fights near the ending. I'm getting overcocky. Okay. Alright. Looks like there's a couple of homeless folks that had been brought in to be beat on. These guys are really corrupt dicks. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed it, folks. This is where we're going to end it for now, I think. So, if you enjoyed it, throw me a like, throw me a subscribe, give this newbie YouTuber a really good helping hand. Or, most importantly, just tune in next time. I'll be releasing the next episode on Monday. So, catch you later, folks.